Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. We have an update to the let's call it May through June 9th data entered into Podio. Lisa and Trish added a bunch of stuff today that was on their desk from May. So here is what it looks like. Starting in the top, we did a total of 204 reservations were added into Podio. 156 of those were booked, 46 were quoted, and 2 contract created. I'm not quite sure what this means. I'll have to dig into that. We look to the right of that, and we booked over $272,000 worth of reservations. $40,000 were quoted. $776 was contract created. I would say probably somewhere a half, maybe a little more than half of this is work that we probably could do. My question is, what is our process for following up with quotes? Something to talk about internally. Scrolling down, if we take a look at the quotes, the money by type of events. I'm going to bring this all the way down. And you guys have access to all this data in Podio. And I believe Lisa knows how to get to it. So out of that 313,000, this is a breakdown: transfer, wedding, corporate events. And you'll see wedding, $34,000. So 23, 24 of those leads came in from your Google ads. Another 5 came in through organic search results going through tcshuttles.com website, as I explained earlier. And I think that there's a little corporate ad campaign going on, but that has stopped. And we'll scroll over to the right, and by the type, so the total number by type, there are 41 weddings, 126. So this is the number of reservations versus the dollar amount. Let's scroll down. And then this is interesting. How did they hear about us? $183,000 came in from a friend of mine. Friends and family corporate. I don't know, Dennis and Cheryl, if this is how we're tagging in Podio your flyer stuff. If so, great work. Over $200,000 came in through that effort. And Google search, about 35 grand came in through your Google search. Not bad for the money that we've spent. I think if we were to just look at the Google ad campaign that Michelle's doing, we spent roughly $800 to $900, $350-ish on the ads itself, and then $500 on Michelle's time. So if we were to up the amount of money we spend on the wedding campaign ad, I would believe we'd see this increase quite a bit. I would like to dial in on other. I don't like seeing other marked. If we could find out what the other is and then add a category so we can really start fine-tuning this. And then again, if we look down, so this is the dollar amount, and I can move this to the right of that. So this is how much we made in money, but then this is a breakdown of numbers. So if you look at select one, 73 reservations were not tagged on how they heard about us. So obviously if we did tag them, these numbers would go up, which would be nice to pay more attention to that. So family and friends, 50 came in, 36, another 31, a friend of mine. Not sure, again, the difference of the two of these, if we could combine them or if they mean something different in our marketing efforts. The same thing with friends and family corporate. But overall, I would say that the marketing that we're doing, either through flyers and through Google, it seems to be working. A couple things to think about internally are how do we convert these quoted? What's the process? And then how do we streamline? This is a lot of bookings, over 200 that came into your center, your office, and how do we streamline that? Can we streamline it and make things come into Podio, click a button and send out quotes instead of emails? There's some things that Lisa and I are starting to talk about to really flush this out. But numbers are looking great, and I think next month we should be able to dial in this even more. So thank you. Have a great weekend.